Yes, it's only me,
And let's just establish, first of all, that you are a cynic. You were a cynic, should I say. You didn't believe in ghosts at all.
Not at all.
Until things started happening at your home in Huddersfield back in, what, 88? But, I mean, there's one particular incident when the two of you were in bed, you and Kay, and suddenly something really strange happened. What was that?
That's right. The bedroom went dark and cold. And suddenly I was taken up out of the bed and bounced on the floor at the side of the bed.
I would say, just, you were taken out of bed?
That's right.
Totally involuntarily?
Totally involuntary. Laid there, next thing I knew, I was up and bang, at the side of the bed.
And then you went downstairs, didn't you, and something was thrown at you?
Yes, went downstairs into the kitchen, started to put the kettle on to make a coffee and calm our nerves, because, I mean, it certainly rattled us. And we had a dog bowl with water in for the dog to drink from, and that suddenly flew up and wet me through.
Yeah, and Kay, you'd vouch for that? That this really happened?
Yes. In fact, it wasn't the only time. It was a bit later on, and the same thing happened. It was when you were close to each other in bed. It was almost as though something was pushing you away.
That's right. We was in the bedroom, and Kay felt herself physically pushed away from me. When we got into bed that night, my side of the bed was completely chilled and cold.
Now, you went to somebody to try and find out what this was, didn't you?
That's right. We went to see a chap who was a medium, a friend of mine.
And what did they tell you?
He told me it was a young lady that didn't mean me any harm, and that, in his opinion, he didn't think she'd be able to be shifted, and that she'd be with me.
Yeah.
Did you believe that?
Not at the time, no.
But you've got to believe something, I suppose, haven't you?
That's
these
right.
Funny things happening. But have you seen this young lady now?
Yes, I've seen her, yes.
What does she look like?
About in her early 20s.
Yeah, that's an artist's impression there. Is that how you sort of imagined her to be?
In a similar way, yes. About 23-ish, more curlish of the hair, all at the top where it's flat on there.
But with a tartan shawl?
With a tartan shawl and a similar type of dress to what she's wearing.
Yeah, now you've moved house twice.
Yes, we're in his third house now, yeah.
Yeah, and this lady is still with you?
She's still with us.
And she doesn't seem to like you getting together, does she?
Well, I think she puts up with us being together. But she seems to feel that I should be with her.
Yeah, well, because you found out more, if you know, as much as you could, and you reckon that she was married to you in a previous life.
This is what the medium said, that she was from an earlier life. I suppose it's, do you believe in the incarnation? If you believe in that, what his recollection was, like he said to me, was that she was my wife from an earlier period, so to speak.
So what does that make you feel, Kay?
I don't know, really. It don't bother me.
Doesn't it? You're not frightened at all now?
Not
you
now,
accept
no.
it? But you're very conscious because you sort of smelt perfume and things, haven't you? The real presence.
Yeah, you can smell really strong into it.
Sometimes she even comes with you places. Has she come with you today?
Not really, no.
So she's not here?
We haven't felt her presence
as far as you know?
Today. No, not as far as we know.
And it doesn't affect the children? Clearly
No,
Laura there is
never
very relaxed about it.
That's right, never affects the children.
Gosh.
You know, the oldest do with they think it's unique having a little girl. So
Yeah, well, Ian,
And this was a Canadian clergyman who happened to be visiting in the 1960s and didn't see anything there, just clicked away. And then when he got his slide, as it was, back, there was this seemingly ghostly, figures coming up the
well, it's a sort of white lady going up the stairs with a candelabra.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, that picture will appear...
Who else have you got there?
We've got a little boy called Peter. And we know that because my little boy used to talk to him upstairs. You could hear him on the intercom talking to him, and he used to call for Peter. And when my mum stripped the wallpaper off in the upstairs, there was a big Peter written under the wallpaper.
Crikey. Now, do you find that a bit frightening, or is it quite just amusing, you know?
No, not at all, really. Ellen Jones runs about the house, up and down the stairs, and she goes into a doorway that isn't there anymore. It's all blocked off. And she turns back the bed covers on my mum's bed. But apart from that, she's very nice, really.
See, the thing is, I'm an old cynic. Until something like this happens to me, I can't believe it, Ian.
Well, my husband is very cynical until he saw her one night in a nightdress and nearly had a heart attack.
She said, laughing.
Do we know what happened to the shop then?
I'm terribly cynical about the whole thing. I just don't believe in anything like that. I don't believe in the stars.
Don't you get frightened then? If you hear noises in the night that you cannot explain, do you not get frightened then?
No! No,
But I mean, we had this experience of, you know, darkness.
you had something in Australia.
That's right, yes. And I mean, but it wasn't frightening. I mean, and it was totally real. I mean, it was nothing like, you know, your stage effects. It was somebody who was breathing right next to me. And thank God my wife actually was next to me and was hearing it too. And,
Definite sound of breathing. I mean, there was literally no...
Definite sound of breathing.
mistake
I mean, it was so
for anything else.
close, and it was soft breathing, but it was somebody trying to attract attention.
All right, then, do you believe there are absolutely millions of ghosts around and we're just not noticing them? Just occasionally you do notice.
I wouldn't say
this
that
room
really...
is packed with them now.
Yeah, no. What I would say is that ghosts are comparatively rare, but they are a sign of someone in trouble. In other words, you shouldn't just simply sort of accept that the house is haunted and that is it.
Yes.
And they're not just some sort of time recording in the fabric of the house. There is somebody there who needs laying to rest. I mean, they are often associated with a suicide or something like that.
If you believe in ghosts at all, that means you believe in an afterlife. That means there is a heaven or something like that.
I think that does follow from the one, yes. As I say, I mean, to me, it was a very profound experience to have this, and because what happened was that you know, we were literally, you know, we couldn't get to sleep, but for this breathing, which kept on every time we turned the light off. There was this this breathing.
Gosh, well, look, Ian, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much for coming to see us today, and you, Tanya.
Halloween. Hey, we're just going to hop off on our travels before tomorrow when Spike Milligan waxes lyrical about Lady Chatterley's lover.
The latest controversy around dangerous fireworks.
Sexy knitwear fashion and...
We've got a pet stress phone-in.
Look.
Hey, look, is that Big Ben? Gosh, it's high, isn't it, up here? Oh, God. God, that was quick.
Oh, my goodness me. Oh, look, what's that going to happen to that?
Look out!
Oh!